Hello and welcome. It's time for Brad Appraiser plays Final Fantasy XIV, which is good stuff. I'm enjoying Endwalker immensely, which is where we are at the moment. All right, come on, work, darn you. There we go. All right, so we're back in Garlemald. Let's see how things have progressed while we've been out. It is good to see you all again. No less for your lunar adventure, I hope. We have done what we can for now, and believe me, we intend to tell you all about it. But before we do, might you tell us what's become of Garlemald in our absence? We succeeded in subduing the temple inside the Tower of Babel. We took many alive, but combined with those who were already in our custody, the number requiring care has grown exponentially. The inclement conditions have made it difficult, if not impossible, to treat them all here, so we've petitioned the aid of allied nations. Some are understandably hesitant to proffer assistance, particularly those who were but recently subject to imperial occupation. That said, several others have agreed to grant them refuge or for treatment. With assistance of your fellow scions, we endeavor to see them safely transported and subsequently cured of their tempering. We'll all be tempered, so will all the tempered be relocated? No, not all. We have sufficient shelter to attend to those whose treatment has begun, and enough healers have volunteered to remain until the patients have recovered. Willis is one such patient, though he is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and the others in his company were not harmed in the chaos. If not for Artino and Alice's timely assistance, I dare say none of them would be with us today. Awesome. In light of recent developments, have the Alliance leaders come to any decisions regarding Garlemald? Given the tremendous ramifications of what's happened here, it'll take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the provinces. We have other news to share. Shortly after Anima was defeated, we received reports that each and every tower has vanished. Oh, mercy, the process is apparently not quite as violent as you've experienced in Thavnir. Those who are trapped within them have been rescued and are receiving treatment. To hasten this endeavor, the beast tribes have received instruction in the magics needed to cure tempering. No, Master Batoya is no doubt thrilled the Mother Porxia affords us so many visitors. Yes, we're grateful for our ongoing efforts, as well as those of our comrades, near and far. And as for the contingent, 7 of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands, and transfer of the Tempered has been completed. Until the Tempered have been completed. Lucy and I will remain, along with a small force, to continue offering aid to those here in Garlemald. The Empire may be no more. There are those who yet call these lands home. I believe that accounts for recent events, yeah? So what of the moon and Telefore? Well, I think I've pretty much defeated Telefore, except for what's his name? Xenos. Yeah, he wants to fight me to the death, and he's trying to bring about the end of the world to do it. Oh, also I killed Zodiac, the end. The final days. Colts, I prayed your victory would mark the end of our troubles. There's still much we do not know, but the Alliance leaders must be told. Would you be willing to contact them in our stead? Yes, of course. I'll send word forthwith. We also release your fellow scions from their present duties. They may return to Sharlayan. Your energies are better spent finding a means to avert the coming apocalypse. Speaking of your fellow scions, you'll be happy to hear that Mistress Kryl, still on the mend, has been moved to the Baldestian Annex and given into Tataru's care. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both upon our return. Let us be on our way, then. Sure. One last thing, if I may. After your confrontation with Zodiac, you said Xenos took his leave, and in all likelihood he's returned here, to Garlemald. I've a mind to dispatch scouts to try to ascertain his whereabouts, but first, wish to ask if you believe there's merit in doing so. If they found him, they would likely not live to tell the tale. suppose you're right. To dispatch good soldiers to pursue such a beast would be to send them to their deaths. Pray, forget I entertained the notion. While on the subject of Xenos, the 10th Legion has made an official proclamation. They denounce the Crown Prince and condemn his role in the Empire's downfall. His very title has become a source of shame amongst his former subjects, and his continued use serves only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, it has been declared that Xenos, Viator Galvus, outcast enemy of Galamald. Fandil is no more, now his own people turn against him. It seems he's not with his bloodlust to keep him company. Better than an army to see it sated. At any rate, I'll not keep you any longer. I pray you safe passage back to Charlayan. Sure. Oh, good. I have this whole thing I can now use. Awesome. So much better. All right. If Kitty joins us, we'll be able to see her now. All right. Well, we'll get what mending we can, and then we'll head to the Baldestian Annex. And Old Charlayan. She was kind of dumb, but you know what? Whatever, Charlayan.
Oh, it's good to see you, and free from chilblains, I see. We'll be pleased to know that everything's kept in order since you've been away. I even brought back a few useful knickknacks with me back home. But no sooner did they arrive than I received word that Crowd's in poor health, and you were on the moon. If you meant to give me a fright, you succeeded.
Hey there, Crowd.
Welcome back, Peter. We were so terribly worried about you. Though it's plain I've caused my own share of worry, and for that I apologize. Hyland called to me that day when you entered the Tower of Babel. Her pleas were faint, but desperate, and I knew at once she required a vessel to carry out her will. What came after feels like a dream barely remembered. My body flowing through the life stream toward Garlemald. After I regained consciousness, I was all aches and frostbite, exhausted of ether. So exhausted, in fact, I could only laugh, for it was in that moment I understood Raha's weariness from the Tower of Zot. Would that I could laugh at a time like this, that we prevented Zodiac from being unleashed upon the world. I'm curious to know what else took place there on the moon.
We killed him and he started the end of days.
Oh, perhaps we should wait for the others to join before you give your full account. Let us reconvene in the main hall once they've arrived.
All right, sure, let's do it. And wait for our comrades. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. We understand you've been quite busy. Will Arianji be joining us?
No, he's on the moon. Duty keeps him away, I'm afraid, though Peter can explain way better than I. Once upon a time there was Zodiac, and he kept the laws of the universe in check, but then he also went crazy, so he got to be imprisoned. And then we killed him, and the laws of the universe are falling apart. The end. The final days, as befell Amuro. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that. That involves a bunch of...
And if I had to escape via the moon, what are the source of its reflections?
I have no intention of standing by while the world falls to ruin. So how do we stop this?
Unfortunately, we have no answers at present.
If the celestial currents have grown stagnant, as was the case in the time of Amuro, the solution will be to alter the flow of aether throughout the entirety of the star. The ancients accomplished this by summoning Zodiac, sacrificing half of the star's population in the doing. But it should go without saying that such a sacrifice must not and cannot be repeated, which leaves us with the daunting task of identifying the underlying catalyst for the final days, a feat which even the Amorantines could not accomplish. Unfortunately, we found no clues in Mare Lamentorum. There's still much we do not know about the catastrophe itself, let alone what may have caused it. The final days are marked by the corruption of the Amarantines' creation magics, but we command no such power, which invites the question, what havoc is in store for us? If we knew that much, perhaps we could draw upon some parallel with the events of the past, and thereby form some semblance of a plan. Perhaps we should start with the Forum, then. Having worked with the Leopards in secret all this time, there's surely more they can tell us.
Forgive the interruption, but I have urgent news. The Forum is holding a public assembly in the plaza outside. Some sort of announcement.
What is Father up to now?
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, let's go. Hovering over the steps. Should have just animated that little part. But whatever. If you're gonna show it, and their feet, which normally you don't see, could have fixed it.
Order! Order, I say! I thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Charlian, nay, of this very star. Said affairs concern all citizens. So we have called for a public assembly. You may have heard rumors of the Talopheroi and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders. The final days, however, are another matter
altogether.
For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The Endbearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
It's going well, Corinthians. How you doing?
Is it true? Will all that really happen?
I'm really enjoying Endwalker.
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first...
First we're going to get banished. But no, this is a great start of the game. I'm really, really enjoying it.
Give voice to the voiceless. Let bindings be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
Okay. Not bad. Had your coffee. Was wasting time on Final Fantasy II. Have 3 hours on a save file and haven't left the area outside the starting town. That sounds like a Final Fantasy game. Very good for wasting time. So Final Fantasy II, is that the US Final Fantasy II, which is Final Fantasy IV, or is it Final Fantasy II from the SNES, from the NES, the original NES?
Master Leveilleur, if you would.
Very well.
That's for the two we didn't get.
270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands. in search of a route to access the ethereal sea.
Been stabbing my own party for 3 hours. Oh, good times. And just a way to level up. 270 years ago, our forebears had an expedition to the Dravanian hinterlands to search for a route to access the ethereal sea inside the planet.
This much
Okay.
is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret.
All right, go ahead.
What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Hydaelyn herself.
I found Hydaelyn. Legit. So far, 2 party members are up to over 1,000 HP, and one is up to over 2,000. Yep, that's how to do it, right there. So I'm beginning to suspect Hydaelyn is the villain from this game. That'll be cool, if true.
She spoke to them of a
Hydaelyn is
calamity
pure.
that would extinguish
7.
all
Nice.
life, and of a means by which we might be spared.
Spoken of a calamity that seems to like must be
The
spared.
moon.
Yep.
'Tis in truth a gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them from this doom.
Hoping to get Cure 16 before I leave the area. I mean, that'd be nice. That'd be a way to do it. I believe that's actually the correct strategy for playing Final Fantasy VIII. It's something along those lines, where you just beat up on your own party members until you're able to like access a spell, and then you just stay very low level for the rest of the game. You're basically, I think you are grinding to get like a skip battles materia or something like that. It's not materia, but whatever it is in Final Fantasy VIII. And once you can skip all battles, you just proceed straight to the end of the game. So yeah, that early grind produces wonders in all the Final Fantasy games, just about.
Much like Nunkref's hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
Yep, an arc.
Needless to say, this will be no small undertaking. To facilitate the great work, the Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of Hydaelyn, who presently reside on the moon.
Quetzalcoatl can learn card. You can turn the enemies into cards and that'll prevent members from gaining NP. XP. That's it right there. Yep. I remember that there was something like that in Final Fantasy VIII, where it's like that's the correct way to play, which is like you don't get any XP and you just cruise to the end of the game at level like 7 or 8, something really low.
Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge, not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
You reveal this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
Tricky part is the seed operation at the beginning of the game. Have to let Cypher kill everything. Yep.
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago. Which is why we must in earnest begin preparations for the great exodus. For his impressive contributions and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, we have elected Master Leveilleur to oversee this initiative.
Fellow scribes and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale. We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation.
An hour and a half or so for the game we've been waiting for a month for releases on Steam. Oh, but what game is that?
The wisdom of Sharlayan has ever been a shining beacon in the darkness, and so it shall continue to be.
So we will be on the outside looking in of this whole effort. Crime boss, Roque City. Okay, well, you'll have to tell me how it is.
It is our solemn charge to see our heritage preserved for future generations, for those who will come after, We will brave a new frontier.
Awesome. Been playing the playtest over the last week. Cool.
Administrative
Some big name
edicts will
voices?
be relayed
Oh.
to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
Michael Madsen, Danny Trejo, Vanilla Ice, Danny Glover, Chuck Norris. All right.
Do you remember what Mother told us when we visited home?
Of course, you say big names, and I'm thinking like Billy West and, you know, Commander Shepard's voice, female Commander Shepard's voice. I'm thinking a whole other direction. So that's cool, though. Mother told us when we visited
But it wasn't
home.
until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work. If that
Stuff with
great
big names
work
from
of
the
his
90s,
was
the
the
1990s
evacuation
aesthetic,
of this
yep.
star, then
Trying to save us.
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit. Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave.
Well, you've been disowned. Keep it civil, huh? All right, bye. I love you, dear. Oh, it's a little
I may
jarring to
look
fight, though.
daggers at him, but I will neither speak nor draw them.
if it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
So you're an Endwalker. Yes, I am, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Nay, we do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so. Urianger is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
Though we cannot boast the boundless wisdom of Sharlayan, we have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures and have conversed with no small number of peoples.
I'm gonna try to make a breadless pizza crust later today. Well, tell me how that goes. I'm intrigued. Yeah, I definitely want to hear how that goes after you do that. Let me know. The knowledge of foreign cultures and have conversed with no small number of peoples.
These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome, nor charted on any map. The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the lands they love.
Right.
Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do?
Die.
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence.
No, 7 eggs, 10 spices, cream cheese, egg white powder, and beef gelatin. The mix is going to be a challenge. Okay, well, yeah, that sounds like it. Well, I definitely want to hear how that turns out. Possibly even pictures in the Discord. Sounds interesting.
This is why we choose to fight.
I'm going to do a salad again today, so I won't be eating quite as well as you. I've gained a little weight the last couple of days. I had I ordered hot dogs on Sunday from a German restaurant, and they gifted me a big slice of peanut butter pie, which was very sweet of them. But I'm not going to throw that away, and yeah, I've gained quite a bit of weight because of it, unfortunately. Hoping to do it today. Also, just remembered I have work today. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a bummer, dude. Well, so I'm trying to make this pizza crust. That way I can have pizza and have it not affect my diet. Yep. Yep. Well, yeah, I definitely want to hear how that goes.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father.
Ooh,
Only that you don't
beautiful.
turn a blind eye to the good we have done. That we can still do.
That is a beautiful sky. Yep, just one understanding.
We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
So I don't roll a one to somehow blow up the kitchen while cracking an egg. You know, I have rolled a one making dishes often. My wife, you know, she's the cook of the family. My sister had made a really just an amazing like fish cake, and she gave me the recipe and told me how to make it, and I followed the recipe exactly, and what I made was not what she made, and it was like, oh, and it like causes indigestion, and it tastes like leaves this aftertaste of fish forever, and it's just like nothing like what my sister had made. It's just like, oh, unfortunate. So yes, I am very familiar with rolling a one while cooking. I've gotten better. I can at least cook some things. A lot of good things over the years, but there were these cookies. My mother was also an amazing cook and would occasionally roll a one when cooking as well. You're just like, what? We'll find a solution. See if we don't. They never flatten out their hard as a rock after baking.
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
Probably no shortening or something like that. I'm using those golf balls. Yeah, no shortening and or lard. We'll do that with cookies on occasion. Oh, so beautiful sky.
Were he not so consumed with self-righteousness, he might tell you how proud he is of you both.
Mm-hmm. That is a man that is tempered by idling.
Bold words call for bold action. And there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
As if I ever would. So long as there are those who wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
And if we're to do that, we'll need to be well rested.
I also suspect things are going to go horribly wrong with the moon escape plan.
Don't you agree? And having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
Yeah, a little rest wouldn't do bad.
Shall we then? To the Annex. To prepare for tomorrow.
Decide what to have for breakfast right now, though. Yeah, my doctor got me doing just skipping breakfast, doing intermittent fasting, and so I basically would just take fiber pills, which once I got used to it, wasn't so bad. Would like to make some chicken, but that's effort. Indeed, it would be effort. All right. This shouldn't work. Oh, dang it. Okay. I'm going to try to backflip on there, but I don't think it's going to let me do that. That's not a bad to hop on. Oh, there we go. Cool. Thank you. The building houses the assembly hall where the forum debates our land national policy. Once a simple outdoor plaza, the roaster would ring up heated discussions through rain, wind, or worse. Awesome. Appreciate the help. Following the death of the lightning strike, however, plans were drawn up for the imposing stone structure which now crowns Archon's design. I'll be back. All right, cool. Good luck. Hey. Computer just keeps falling asleep. How about you? There we go. Hey there, Woodchucker. Crowd tells me the forum made an enormous, a rather momentous announcement. There's to be a great exodus, is there? I'm reminded of my narrow escape in the Isle of Val, the realization in running, the mixture of relief and regret after. Why me, I ask myself. Why me indeed? Why us? Why now? Why wonder? There's no use fretting over the cosmic morality and lack thereof. We're here, and we'll get through this together. And who knows? Maybe my luck will rub off and grant everyone a narrow escape. There's no harm in praying for as much. Oh, and enough of my rambling. I'm sure you're exhausted. Your chamber awaits. All right. Quest complete. The moon. That's our escape plan. Yes. Visitors come knocking to your door. Whoever could it be? Right here.
Oh, apologies. I didn't mean to... If you could spare a moment before bed.
Yeah, what's the problem?
Thank you. I fear this may be the last quiet night we have to talk for quite some time.
All right. Want to come in?
I am troubled of late. Unwarranted concerns, perhaps. I hope. Nevertheless, I feel compelled to share them with you.
All right. What is it?
Though you have bested your enemies thus far, Xenos and even Zodiac, your victories have come at a considerable cost to yourself.
You would know all about that, wouldn't you?
No one is without their limits, and you are no exception. I worry the added weight of the final days will prove more than you can bear.
That's another day in the office.
It is surely too much for any one man. But you needn't bear it alone. Let me share your burden. My, carrying capacity pales in comparison to yours, but I could still help. Shoulder the occasional satchel from your ever-growing mountain of, baggage.
No, you want to be a
You have
member
already
of the
done
party.
so much to help relieve me of mine own encumbrances. 'Tis only fair that I repay you in kind. Of
Sure,
course,
bud.
it needn't be only troubles we share. Moments of joy may seem few and far between now, but there will come a time when we look back fondly on this journey. The inquiry at the Forum, our march through the snows of Garlemald, our impromptu dinner in this very room. All of it. And that is to say nothing of the journeys yet to come. To the ends of the world and beyond.
Perhaps.
But tomorrow will be no less busy than today, and I've kept you from your rest long enough.
I appreciate the worry. It's totally unnecessary, though.
Sleep well, my friend.
Yeah. Appreciate it. I'm not sure how helpful hero worship is, but the sentiment is appreciated. A short while earlier in the Alamegan Quarter. Oh, the room.
Thank the gods that tower is gone. The sight of it was enough to make me sick.
Thank the Ilsebar contingent, more like. Word is, they fought their way into Garlemald and toppled the bloody thing themselves. Not just the one, neither. All the towers have up and vanished.
Aye, I heard the same. Commander Aldin and his troops helped keep casualties to a minimum, too. But is it true they brought back tempered Garlean soldiers?
As Commander Aldin tells it, they've a treatment for that now. But don't you worry. Cured or not, they've no plans to bring them into the city proper.
I see. Well, that's a relief then. I know we've brothers and sisters among the lot, but I can't say I'm eager to welcome them home.
Wanted to think about it for a while yet. But to be looked after in Alagana for the time being.
Meanwhile, in Ishgard.
Another day, another commission of paramount importance. Oh, what have we here?
Tempered.
Hey, are you all right? Was that? No. The shadows play tricks, nothing more. The towers are gone, and the Garlean threat is abated. And yet, why does it feel as though it's about to get much, much worse?
It does. There's a sense of foreboding. Unlocked higher. Okay, I need to achieve level 85 before I can continue. Stellar power. Good to see you, Peter. I heard a great deal about your recent exploits, as has everyone else. That's why I feel confident recommending you for associate-level hunts. The challenges you face from here on out will be significantly tougher to contend with, but I wager you can handle them. You've yet to give me reason to believe otherwise. Associate specimens are not only threatening, but also damn difficult to track down. You have to seek them out in the world's most inaccessible and inhospitable places, like bloody Garlemald. Gods, I hate that place. Now, if Ilsebard's unfriendly north was our only problem, I'd simply remind you to strap on your furs and take some ale for the road, but, well, perhaps it's best you ask Josiah what she's working on. There's nothing quite like hearing it straight from the Chocobo's mouth. What is it? Oh, yes, I heard from here. If Northia insists, I will tell you precisely what I'm dealing with at the moment. Let's look at this request from Crisel, shall we? She's Charlayan's sole xenobiologist. A self-proclaimed one, mind you. And it's her reasoned data to prove that life exists upon stars other than our own. The astronomers have long since banned her from the meetings and refused any request she makes on principle, but alas, we have no such luxury. She's been demanding samples from the moon for some time now, despite the obvious impossibility of acquiring them. Associate hunts are often present such challenges, ones with no ready solution. And though we gleaners pride ourselves on our resourcefulness, all we can do in such cases is post them on the board and hope for a miracle. Try telling that to the clients, though. In any case, I would be thankful if you could take a look at the board and try your hand at any bills that suit you. The guildship has high hopes for your success. No pressure, of course. Sure. Quest complete. Such a guildship bills are now available. Okay. Let's check summoning really quick. May have returned, sir. Let's go 29. 266. That'll work. Adventures going on. Oh, I got one more to do. I'm here. Doesn't mean I got to like it. 600. Don't expect me to be an errand boy forever. Alright. Mend. Okay. So I should write that recipe down? Definitely should. Oh, I'm positively desperate to know what culture we shall experience next. Perhaps the moon? Welcome back, my friend. We'll be continuing our experience as Garleans a little while longer. I'd like to set about procuring materials for the next step in our research. Though, to be honest, I'm still deciding on what my next step should be. Well, thus far we've lived as people from the freezing cold and the forge's heat. So I'd say it's time we set our sights on an altogether different sort of inclement environment. Spot on as always, Ingeshi. The peoples of Garlemald may be overcome nature's fury for their sterling use of technology, but they're far too reliant on Cerulean. Consider this. How would they cope if they are suddenly unable to obtain enough precious fuel? One could never be without a contingency plan in case they are thrust into much less hospitable environs. Well, that's certainly true. However, what kind of culture would take root in an area that's effectively uninhabitable? This is precisely what I've been mulling over of late, Ingeshi.
I wish to look into what exactly our culture would come to exist in such places. The issue is, well, such regions tend to be uninhabited as a result of their harsh conditions. In short, there's no one that meets my criteria to begin with.
Inhabit the uninhabitable. Does it seem like something of a paradox, but there could be merit in investigating the idea.
You're a well-traveled adventurer, yes? Can you think of a place that may suit our curious criteria?
Have you considered the moon?
A settlement on the moon by the name of Mare Lamentorum. That would certainly fill my requirements. Even if it truly exists, it's not as if one can travel to the moon on a whim.
Like him.
You're being entirely serious, aren't you? Good gracious. You never fail to surprise.
Indeed. However, I feel obliged to mention that we know absolutely nothing of life on the moon. Assuming it even is possible, pray head to Mare Lamentorum and gather whatever items you believe are necessary to recreate life there.
Sure.
Lunar staples you require can be gathered near Heimdall's last stand, on the last site. Heimdall's last site. Soon delivery commenced. Positive anthropology deliveries are now available. Hurrah! Alright. Well. I've zoomed in too close. I have to zoom out a bit. Alright. The best way is burrow, which I believe is the easiest way to get to the place. Although I can fly. I can get there anywhere. Any direction. I love the music here so much. Oh my gosh. Speaking of old Final Fantasy. Oh, well, I've got a mission to be a part of. Let's do it. Got a full-on maiden. I'm about to get rocked for these things. And there I go. Alright, that's this. Alright, well. What happens if I fly over the big gaping maw? Your location, goodness. That's not foreboding at all, is it? I'll head over to that other one over to the left later. So much easier when you can fly. Lunar staple. And look, there's carrots of happiness. I love it. It's pretty hilarious yesterday when we had like everyone being asked what they thought about the materials, like they're all being carrots. And Peter's like, that's amazing. I think that's awesome. And everyone else is like, It was pretty great. Alright. Ageless words still. Oh, well, we're fine. Three more. Two more. All right. One more. That's what I want. Elixir stiffs. All right. Back to Charlene then. Looking forward to 10 o'clock rolling around, and I can go turn in all of this material in the Doma area. Repair. Don't suppose you want to know how to best store items from the moon? I wish to avoid accidentally ruining my precious samples you acquire on your behalf, on our behalf. By the 12, you really are capable of travel to the moon. I know nothing of life on its surface, but even at a glance I can recognize the outstanding quality of these samples. These are carrots, aren't they? What I expected to be found growing on the moon. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. You're welcome. They're delicious. Professor Tonkin and Hingeshi, take the items you brought them and set to work emulating lunar culture. Professor, are you certain this representative of life on the moon? Ah, but of course it is, Hingeshi. My information comes from Leporis, a race that calls Mara Elementorum home. Well, that's all well and good, but is it necessary for us to don these ridiculous outfits? I thought it might help us to experience life as the Leporites do. It's okay, I'm not offended. I'm just bemused. And that's for all these carrots. Make no mistake, Professor, it's wonderful to know that agriculture is even possible on the moon. But I fear a diet composed entirely of one type of root vegetable will not hold up to scrutiny. That may be so, but civilizations have more to move and adapt countless times throughout history. And not may always be able to eat exactly what they long for. There may come a day when we too are forced to move to the moon. The professor doesn't seem to be enjoying himself much. The professor does not seem to be enjoying himself much. Perhaps he's not especially fond of carrots. I realize this is not the most opportune time to focus on my romantic pursuits, but soon my time will come, I can feel it. Steam delivery complete. Steam level increased. And Geshi now considers you to be an experienced matchmaker. Interest available. The story of faculty anthropology is now available. Once completion, Steam deliveries for Ngeshi will be updated. Computer, stop falling asleep, please. Ngeshi is having a splendid time. I do wonder what culture we shall be examining next. Knowing even even the moon is inhabitable, the possibilities seem endless. I bear good tidings. Permission has been granted for our voyage. I decided it was time we went and experienced other cultures firsthand rather than recreate them here in our workshop. Oh, fabulous idea indeed. Wherever are we going, Professor? Hingashi, Kagane, to be specific. Oh, how wonderful. Though our journey has been approved, we cannot afford to tarry. We've been granted but a short amount of time to stay there, you see. Are you perchance knowledgeable in the Far East? Oh yeah, I've been there. Several times. In that case, could we ask you to act as our guide? Oh yeah, I can be a chaperone. You have my thanks. We should arrive at Pier 2 when we reach Kagane. Pray meet us there when you're ready. Well, she's into it. A hit to the pocketbook, although I can't afford it. Alright. Anything useful I can pick up here? Alright, I need the restroom. I'm thinking about this. I'll be right back.
Alright. Let's see. Let's just get this taken care of first, and then we'll worry about the rest. Hang out here and see what else they need us to do. Sometime later, it is nice to see you. We braved the experimental Aetherat and came via Razat Han. Much to our delight and surprise both, when both were wearing local attire, and was not about to pass up the opportunity to address an authentic king's garb.
I still can't believe I'm here in this foreign land with the professor.
Now, where's Kagani Castle? Are you really having trouble finding it? Whoever it is, does not seem to be visible from here. Would you happen to know a better place to take in its splendor?
How about the Tazagari Bridge?
Tazagari. I really like the sound of that. Very well, show the way. Sure, let's go. Oh yeah, that's the right view. A fortress, most formidable. It may be an island like Charlayan, but it is quite clear our cultures are as different as night and day. However, one must keep in mind that Kagani is likely to be a true representative of life in Ngashi, or unlikely, I should say. After all, this port town is but a tiny part of a larger region, and sadly, only a section of it is open to the wider world. If only we were able to get a truly accurate picture, we must speak with the locals. Speaking of which, this place is surprisingly peaceful, considering recent events. The ruling class doubtless controls what information is allowed into the area, which begs the question, how much is known by those here regarding the affairs of the rest of the world? Perhaps they'd be convinced they are strong enough to weather any storm alone. At any rate, our work here certainly proved a most enlightening experience. Already I'm glad for this trip.
Professor, if possible, I should very much like to visit the Neko tea house and sample their dango. I've heard very good things.
Oh my gosh, stop talking about food. And Geshe, do not forget while we're here. We're researchers, not tourists. You do well to remember that.
My apologies, Professor.
Forgive me. I did not mean to upset you. I fear the long journey has left me on edge. Kagani does indeed thrive on tourism. You're not wrong to deem that aspect of their culture worthy of investigation.
You're too kind, Professor.
Now, let us pay a visit to Pier Number 1 and take in the storehouses, and then make our way to Kagayiki, whatever. Yeah, they're talking. Oh, such heat. Greater, perhaps, even than the Galilean heaters. It's an honor to witness the forging of Kagane's world-famous katana blades. Ah, but we mustn't forget while we're here. I suppose now is the Hingeshi's turn to rebuke me. Hingeshi? Well, where could she have gone? I'm so entrenched by the flats and sounds of the city, I cannot rightly say when I last saw her. Let's split up and search for her. Maybe you could check the Asian district and I'll search for the Koganadori. All right, let's go. So what, do you think it's a tea house? It's just a tea house. She should be.
Get up, patrolling for Guineas.
A woman lost on the street, you say? A tourist who had no cause to come this way. You better be served searching near the gates to Kagana Castle. Much of the city has been seen from there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got actual business to do.
All right. Let's see. What is she doing? She get lost?
And guess you. Oh, we found you at last.
Oh, Professor, thank goodness. I thought if I waited here long enough, you'd come eventually.
Yes, we did plan on visiting the castle, didn't we? I should have expected you to memorize our itinerary. What happened? I could have sworn you were right behind me.
Well, I was approached by a merchant in Kaganadori while we were making for Pier Number 1. I stopped to say I was not interested, and when I turned around, you were nowhere to be seen. I should not have been so careless. You did warn me not to behave as a tourist, after all.
No, I should have been more attentive. When engrossed in my work, my surroundings all but fade away. The thought of you lost, wandering aimlessly through the streets of Kagane, my heart was fit to burst. I see you here, safe and sound. Words fail to express my relief. I can only imagine the distress I caused you.
Oh, Professor,
What could I do to comfort her? That's it. What you gonna do? Terribly sorry I ask you this, but I wish to fashion a hairpin from Hengeshe to lift her spirits. Might I trouble you to procure the necessary material? The Ruby Sea is said to be a treasure trove of resources. Perhaps you could find something there along the shore, beneath the waves.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Thank you. I'd be a fool to leave her alone, so I'll wait here with her until you return. Happy material required to be found on Anakoro.
Yes, travel time. Piece of hairpin material. Well, that's clearly not the right direction. It's up here.
Ah, hairpin material. Perfect. All right. Plenty of water crystals. Back to Kagane we go. Oh. All right. Hey there, Pumpkin. They say the Ruby Sea is a treasure trove of natural resources. I'm certain you can find what's needed there. Here's your hairpin. Absolutely stunning. I shall waste no time in taking this to a craftsman. Pray keep Ngeshe company while I'm gone. Oh, okay.
Where do you suppose the professor's run off to? I suppose it doesn't matter. It would only prove a hindrance were I to accompany him any further.
Well, that's not true. She really loved being around you. My apologies for disappearing like that. I went on a little errand to have this made for you, Hingeshi.
Oh? What is it? My, the flower in this hairpin is...
Nothing gets past you. Indeed, it is the flower the locals here know as the Hinigeshi. I thought it'd be a shame if we were to return home when our travels are empty-handed. I hope it's to your liking.
It's perfect. Thank you, Professor. I shall treasure it all my days.
Strange. These excursions to other lands are always a rather stressful ordeal. With Hingeshi here, things are different. It is no time for self-reflection. We need to return to survey. We must need to survey the rest of the town post-haste. Let us make for the Rakuza district, following the Bakuri Inn. But wait, for all that, we must pay a visit to the Unakeno tea house to sample their finest dongo and tea.
Well, thank you, Professor. I can hardly wait.
Meow, says Kitty.
Yes, I know. Hello. All right.
Give me those repairs. Hey there, Tonkin. The springs were exquisite, though it was the view that took my breath away. I yet struggle to believe this is the other side of this ocean lies Doma, the Azim Steppe, my ancestral home. I'd love to travel there just once to see how the nomads live firsthand.
Oh, you will, Professor, someday, and I shall be by your side when you do.
I should like that very much. Alas, the time has come for us to return to Charlayan. Pray stop by Sotra's meet once you return. I'd see you compensated for your work here.
All right, sure. Glad I could help.
Ugh. Alright, so I'm going to need to level up in order to advance the story, and I think I'm going to be leveling up the monk to get that done. Oh, it's so good to be home. Traveling is lovely, of course, but best enjoyed in moderation, like all good things. I should hope you have some place to call home as well.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Then I would bid you return here and take a well-deserved rest. I will be in touch again once we're ready to resume our work. The next request will be available in Hinegeshi upon reaching level 88 as a minor botanist. To undertake the subsequent quest, you must first complete the main scenario quest, Hunger in the Garden. Oh. Maybe do that. Headgear for the bard. Alright. So I guess what I need to do is I need to decide what I want to continue the story as. White Mage is tempting. Honestly, I want to do Scholar. I really want to do Scholar. Recipe written. We're bypassing the sauce by just using Alfredo sauce. Fair enough. Trying to decide what I want to continue the story as, because I'm going to need to level up one of these jobs. None of these jobs are good enough. And I need to decide which one I want to level up. Which one is the most Charlayan. I'm staying in my room where it's not hotter than hubs of hell. But I'm like trying to decide. And I think Scholar is the most Charlayan thing I could do. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna level up Scholar so that I can then continue the story as Scholar. Scholar or Sage? Yeah, Sage is a really Charlayan thing as well. They're both level 81. They're both healers. Sage is just different, yeah. I'm gonna level up Scholar. Familiarity goes Scholar. Yeah, let's do Scholar. So now, time for some leveling, which I'll probably need to do via duty. I think duty is probably the best way to level. Already got all of my rewards and stuff. So we'll start with Frontline, with the one I haven't done. There's 20 minutes till your game goes on sale. Oh boy. You leveled from 80 to 90 in Boja? 70 to 90 in Boja. The thing is, I didn't really get any levels in Boja. Like, when I went to Boja, I would level up, like, their little in-game leveling. But it was just, I mean, it was a whole lot of fighting, like, the same creature, grinding in a very annoying way. Let me go there to show you what I'm talking about, because yeah, it wasn't. I was not leveling when I went there. It was doing something else, and I was not improving my levels in any way. Needs a lot of people there to be efficient. Okay, see, there you go. That's the problem. I could maybe do that later, because yeah, I killed this one creature and it takes 5 minutes, and I killed this other creature and it also takes 5 minutes. Usually they're in the third section of Zadnor instead of the southern front. Right. Southern front was where I start, and it was a lot of grinding, and the grinding was obnoxious. Go to Porta Praetor, because I believe that's where it starts. Oh, you get it? Yeah. But see, the thing is, that's the Matsuno content. Like, the reason I picked up the game was the Matsuno content. And the Matsuno content, some of those critical engagement too, are just insane. Yeah, like the Matsuno stuff he worked on, never doing the Red Chocobo one. Yeah, the things that Matsuno worked on in this game were the whole Dalmasca whatever, and then the Bojin resistance stuff. And the thing about the Bojin resistance thing is that they were, well, they were kind of obnoxious. Like, not a lot of fun. I can see how it could be fun. Have some with Bojin if you ever feel like it. Oh yeah, that'll be something I'll definitely want to do at some point. Because of, just shoot you a message. All right, cool, thank you. All right, I clearly don't know where I'm going. Let me try again. Yeah, because I want the story for Boja. But yeah, the gameplay was so abysmally bad I couldn't even pretend to want to do that. Alright, well, the question is how to get the Boja, because I kind of noped out of it so hard. I was like, yep, not doing that. This doesn't lock until 11, you're going to be sad. Yeah, that would suck. That would suck a lot. They don't tell you how to pop critical engagements either. Yeah. Oh, I have someone at my door. They're back. Creatures, not creatures killed the Magitech? Okay.
Door-to-door salesman, and I said no approximately 30 or 40 times in the course of 5 minutes. Apologize for the wait. All right. Man, what am I doing? All right. I'm trying to find where the frickin' Bozier resistance is. All right. Clover is going to be available soon in Payday 3. Hey, cool. All right, Google. Help me. Poison resistance is where? Looking for Gongos for Boja. Okay. Where would I find that, though? Should be in the Far East. Oh. Doman Enclave. That is exactly where it is. Thank you. I'd forgotten where it was. It is in the Doman Enclave. Yep. Yep. I knew that. I had just forgotten. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was like, where is this? I forgot. It's over here. While I'm over here. Took me a minute to remember how to get there. Well, yeah, I mean, I was like, I had given up on this, so I was like, I'm not doing this ever again. And, yeah, I forgot where it was. I remember I would trip over it, like, all the time. Yeah, it's over here when I was doing my donations. I can donate soon. Oh, I can donate now. Donate now? Okay, let's do it.
Thanks so much for your contribution. We pray you'll favor us with your generosity in the future as well. Are we done with those Allegan pieces? Just a moment. Let me donate all of this stuff because I'm just trying to clean out my inventory right now. Allegan pieces. What do you mean? Are you talking about like the Allegan catalysts? Thanks so much for your contribution and pray you'll favor us in your generosity in the future. We'll go back on the bottom right. Oh, yeah. I've been holding on to that to do this, but at the moment, I've recently cleaned out my armory, and this is all the stuff that I will never use. That is bounded to me. And so I'm ditching. Right now I'm at 200% gratuity. Yes, need the inventory space. Yep. Thanks so much for your contribution. I pray you'll favor us with generosity in the future. This is the best way to get rid of inventory, I have found. Darn. Thanks so much for your contribution. I pray you'll favor us with generosity in the future. All right. Oh yeah, this is great. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for your contribution. 78. All right. Well, I think we're kind of through it. That's my donations for the week. I was able to clear out a lot of inventory space, so that's good. All right. These need to be turned in eventually, but the reason I'm here is for potion resistance, and I had totally forgotten where that was. There it was over here. That's correct. Dancer. So I guess it's going to be Dancer. We've varied as a memory should be more than enough. Require 20 of each to ensure our success. Areas of the dying can be obtained in the field, fighting in the southern field, or specific spaces at specific locations. Okay. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Is I'm going to be leveling up Dancer again. What was the other job? Summoner? Okay. We're gonna do Summoner instead. Because if I level Summoner here, then I can also use Scholar. So Summoner Scholar, I think works better.
Okay. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and do this battle then. Southern Front's the only place I can go. I'm able to register for more than one duty at a time. Oh, I'm working on front lines, so I can't do those both at the same time. All right. Ooh, it is 11. All right. Well, we'll get that other later. Like I said, working on leveling up Scholar and Summoner makes sense. Have an hour to wait. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. So boo. Boo indeed. All right. So, okay, so if Bozja's not going to work. Let's see. Where else? Where else did you recommend? I want to steal stuff, right? All right. Well, okay. Don't want money, I want XP. Okay. No thanks. Fates. We can do fates. And if I'm gonna do fates, let's do fate at a level that's comparable to where I should be. So let's go. Heck, let's go to Garlemald. Do fates in Garlemald. No. We're not doing Garlemald. We'll do Mare Lamentorum. Because there's fates all over there. And that's the highest level I have available at the moment. We're just gonna wander around from fate to fate. Before I do, get this thing going. So we'll lever this up for a bit while I wait for frontline to happen. Silver is indeed making a return to payday 3. Let your luck yourself. Alright.
I can assume this is good thing. I hope.
Press the wrong button. Mildly irritating when I accidentally use muscle memory for a different job. Like, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Probably. Ish. A bit. Other than that, tender. Just keep insisting on treating me like I'm a thing. Alright. Come on, dude. Grind, all day long. Grind, while we sing the song. The one. Am I good? I'm good. Woohoo! Restored some stability. Hooray! All right. Well, we're still charging for front line. What's that up there? An area I have not been, which exploration will increase my experience a little bit.
in the realm. Northern face. Hidden Knolls, his lifelike face of enormous scale appears to peek out from the surface of Mare Luminorum. Obviously no natural formation. It's nevertheless unknown who carved this piece, or indeed whose features it's meant to resemble. One thing is certain, the model would not find the picture particularly flattering. Sounds fair. No creation without destruction, and every smile is death and annihilation. These things are pretty fun. Tech support call. Everybody's almost complete. More than 30 minutes for that front line. behind every smile is death and destruction.
Funny every time. Hey. Deadly Trimmer. Magic on the moon. The grinding is something I try to take care of off stream, so I apologize. Grinding so much here. I normally take care of this off stream.
Got more taken care of there. Okay. So, what are we going from here? Let's see. Well, if it's dropping at 11 Eastern, then that's going to be right about the time I'm trying to do some stuff as well. So I wouldn't be able to get your help. Of course, you're working also. Probably a big preventer in timing. Alright, well, let's head over here. Okay. That mine's just taking its time, isn't it? Ugh. We failed, but got a lot of bicolored gemstones. Okay. Let's talk to Warringway, shall we? Ugh. My stock's not looking so shabby anymore, so come take a gander. Things at Mare Lemanorum are still precarious, but with some support, I've managed to scrounge up materials enough to get some merchandise made. Definitely need that riding map, which will improve melt speed. Woot woot. a little bit faster. Something that's so freaking much. There's our forlorn maiden. Fate with destiny. Challenge complete. It's your fate. Okay. So I need 5 more to get another 800,000 experience. Alright, let's meet up with Warring Way. Do his business. Well, you know what? Let's check on this really quick and make sure there's not any new stuff, and then we'll head to Garlemald and do this stuff in Garlemald. Increase our mount speed there. That what you're looking for? If not, I'm afraid you're out of luck. I won't be able to restock till it's safe to enter Garlemald again. That's right, we need someone to go out there and do a lot of fates. And you look like someone. What's up, Capwolna? It's an emergency. I'm supposed to be guarding Bruna, and he ran off before I could stop him. He climbed aboard the War Machina to gather some important parts, thinking it was deactivated, only for it to come alive with him still inside. Please, you've got to help him. Thank you. I'll be rallying more of our troops, but for now, the War Machina is all yours. Artificial Malevolence. 15 minutes to comply. Man's death machine. Third, I'm trying to get on the other side of this war machine. Stop making it so dang hard. Got him. Alright. That was restored a small amount of stability to Garlemald. Ooh, that's too close for comfort. And thanks for your timely assistance. Did you find anything? Aye, the methods I'd researched prior to my defection were used in this magitech. It's true. So what do next? Let's search the facility in which I was stationed. We may be able to glean vital information there. Very well, I'll follow your lead. Anything you like? I've got all sorts of interesting knickknacks pulled straight from Garlemald's ruins. You won't find them anywhere else, I'll wager. What, like a writing map for Garlemald? Yeah, it's not surprising. Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. Let's see here. What's next? So we've got the writing map for these two places. I guess we could like work on the other areas and try to get their stuff while I'm getting these challenge logs taken care of. Alright. Next area would be what? Thavnir. We'll go to Thavnir. Sounds like a plan. Alright. Alright, and these bicolored gems are going to be kind of lame. Alright. Interesting in something? Don't have much on offer right now, I grant you, but it makes choosing that much easier, right? Well, our stock will improve once Thavnir's safe again. Yeah, kind of crap. Alright. .194 miles to the north. We'll see if we can reach it. I legitimately don't know where the story is going to go from here. And that's kind of exciting. I mean, I know we're trying to avert the end of days or whatever. But, like, how will we go about that? I don't know. That's fascinating. It's right freaking down there, and I can't reach it. All right. Okay, 187 yalms to the north. Northeast. That's still where I can't go. This is looking kind of worthless. All right, well, apparently I can't do diddly here, so... Go to Charlene, look around there. There were some fates in there, right? Inside the little arc thing. Labyrinthos. Okay, 378 malms, or yalms, pleased. Yalm. Like a character from a Simon Pegg movie.
154 yalms to the northeast. 151 yalms to the northeast. 102 yalms to the north. 74 yalms to the north. 64 yalms to the north. It's going to be up freaking there. Yep, there it is. Alright, that's fine. If I make our way over there and remind myself this is a good thing. Because after this, after we get all these, we'll be able to fly and it'll all be worth it. Probably. Maybe. A bit. Ish. I'm trying my best not to feed the souls. Alright. Southwest. Can I trust that they're going to let me go downstairs here? Maybe? Okay. Path of Artifice. Passive lift is one of several which have connected the surface of Old Charlene to the subterranean research and storage complex of Labyrinthos. At the end of its descent, the mechanism opens to the hub of Upper Arcanos, which passengers or cargo continue onwards toward other facilities. Please, I want to go down. I just want to go over the edge. Just a bit. Just a bit over the edge. Fine. Everybody loves tedium. Hey, come on. Wake up. Come on, computer. I know you can do it. There we are. Hopefully we can travel down the Archeon now. Or is it going to be like, no, you still don't have permission. You haven't done the level 85 mission yet. In 6 minutes I can give up and start doing the normal leveling. I don't know if I'm going to be able to level enough. Which is unavailable for general use at this time. We apologize for the inconvenience. Yeah, but why though? Here's what we got on offer. All of it's surplus, mind you. Gleaners work non-stop to keep Labyrinth in stock, which is certainly good for both your equipment and my bottom line. This is the very thing I don't like about MMORPGs, is the fact that you just have to do stuff for tedious reasons. I could have solved this if I had just stayed on the Conjurer path initially. But I was like, no, I want to diversify Pietro's abilities. And now here I am. Doing the very thing I did not want to be doing on stream. Ah, well. Stray Queen. Tell me there's another one over here. Come on, I just need one more over here. I know there's that one to the southeast, in the area I can't reach. The one over here. West. There we go. Behind here. Right there. How do I get there? I know we can't get all of it, but we can get this, at least. This should be the last easy one to get. Southeast, yeah. Okay. Alright. So I'm not going to be able to get anything else around here for a while. So... okay. 10 o'clock. Okay. You're officially giving up on Frontline. Duties. Grand Cosmos. Oh, 80. I've forgotten this. And that's my first switch and flick. Switch and flick. This feels like Matoya. Which way's running through? Okay, well, tried and true. Since I'm making a mess of the place, then you leave me no choice. Your solitude. Oh! This is the Namo. Okay. My goodness. Man, I've forgotten all about this. Avoid the blooms. Grandma's is downloading. Cool.
but for the thing to move the food. Level up. We are part of the way there. Queen Beam. Fate's immortal, heed my call. Sees into the dismount my home.
Alright. Wonderful. Chamber of Celestial Song. Now we just needed to defeat Lugus. we got? Oh, come on. It should be working. I'm good. Alright. Let's work on leveling. Let's go. Man, it's been a minute, hasn't it? What's next? I should probably heal before doing the next, or not heal, the other thing. Repair the gear before I start the next thing. Alright. Oh man, it's almost time for me to have coffee. Awesome. On the one hand, dang, I'm still not leveled up enough. On the other hand, hey, almost time for food. Coffee first, then lunch. Any consolation, it hits you right back. You slew the monster. If there's nothing else. Skill test. We're just spending today leveling so that we can actually continue the story. Come on, dude. Excellent. Success, here's your payment. All right. And get coffee. Then we'll do the raids. So I'll be right back. We got coffee. Coffee. We got water. Let's save. No, you know what? We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna freaking do it. Do main scenario. All right, let's go. Is it gonna be Cutscene Mania? Is it gonna be Cutscene Mania or awesome music? Because it's one of those options. So, boring, Cutscene Mania, or awesome music. It's awesome music. If I could pick one, this is the one I would pick. Because just let me pick. Mind itself is mind the wheel. Oh no, I'm fettered. What will I do? I guess it's time to die. The coward's triumph.